The U.S. Department of Homeland Security's investigative internal watchdog will now investigate the death of a 7-year-old Guatemalan migrant, which occurred after she was detained by U.S. border agents, an official said on Friday. Now, the Trump administration defended the treatment of the child identified as Jacqueline Hale. The Guatemalan officials said there was no indication that she had any medical problems until hours after she and her father were taken into U.S. custody on December 6th. The Guatemalan government had earlier identified the girl as Jacqueline Hale. Now, essentially, here's what happened. Just before the bus departed at 5 a.m., Mary Kale told agents that Jacqueline was vomiting. By the time the bus arrived at the station at 6:30 a.m., Kale was not breathing. She was treated by Border Patrol medical technicians and emergency services who arrived shortly after and then taken to a hospital in El Paso, Texas. When she got to the hospital, she had a brain scan, and it revealed that she had been diagnosed with, that there was swelling, and that she had also died of liver failure. She died in the early morning of December 8th, and with her father at the hospital, CPB officials said. So essentially, what we have is a child dying of dehydration while in the custody of the United States. So think about that. Her health was relatively fine before then. The abject poverty of a migrant caravan traveling across a continent was less of a threat to this child's life than detention in the United States. Think about that. It wasn't the traveling, the danger, the drug traffickers, corrupt border agents, or even general human poverty-induced desperation. But U.S. Border Patrol was worse than all of those things. That was what killed this child. And the United States dares say that it has compassion for people, or that it is somehow the human rights champion of the entire world. And this is wholly because of capitalism. This is utterly and completely because of the unequal development that goes across the world as a result of the capitalist mode of production. There wouldn't be poor pockets of the world if it wasn't for an unequal system to begin with. And, more of the evidence that we need that tells us we have to transcend beyond this ridiculous, inhumane system. But it continues to be something that eludes many people across the world to be able to transcend beyond this system. This would not have happened if we had a system based on human need, not human greed. Right? It's a cliche statement, I agree. But in this case, it is wholly correct and wholly responsible for this situation. Thank you for watching. If you like this program, then please head over to my Patreon page and set up a monthly donation. It's your donations that keep this program running. Also, if you would like, please rate, comment, subscribe, and share in various social media.